Everything looks good to me. Welcome back to the Bases Loaded. I'm Lucas, and this is Phantasy Star 4, and we're off to a castle. A castle will be the destination. We looted the weapon plant, or weapon center, or whatever they wanted to call it, and we are now off to good old this place, Air Castle. I had a quick look at maps from Phantasy Star 1 and the maps to this place here, and there's actually some similarity.
Gravity is normal and there is a breathable atmosphere. This is clearly an artificial condition.
They seem to have been expecting us. Huh! Well, there you have it. So I might have said some things about this last time. Hopefully I'm not repeating myself too much. This is the biggest dungeon in the game. It's almost 2 dungeons, really. Oh, and just for a look, there's our levels. I'm hoping before I get much further, Kyra's going to get up another 1 or 2 levels. Anyway.
It's the rascals who stole the Eclipse Torch. They're illusions?
It's not just any illusion. There's an invisible barrier. Yeah, there we go again with invisible barriers.
It's an invisible barrier. We can't go forward. So that means we've got to find the real thing and defeat them.
Oh man. These voices do not feel good. Alright, let's, and like I said before, I'm using maps, especially on this place, which is large and big and, all that, and that's not at all where I thought I'd be. Good. Really good. Oh, there I am. Okay. I just need to, pay more attention to what I'm doing. Like I said, this place is large and confusing. Hey, and remember I talked about... Did I have no idea what I've talked about. I might have just been thinking about it. I might have been dreaming about it. I have an issue with that. Anyway. So this place has some special friends we see here. And, these Demence worms, which are kind of peeping out of a little dimensional orifice there. Gra is the only way to hurt them. Otherwise, you deal 1 or maybe 2 damage. Hey, Nagra, that's always a good thing. That is the first version of that enemy, and they will show up more times as the game continues on. $1,000. Not gonna complain about that. I mean, I suppose if you're using a map, this place is not as bad as it might seem, but there's a lot of this place. Of course, you can get confused in the works. And see, this happens too. There's an indoors and an outdoors. It is large and complex. There's, I think, 3, like, above levels, you could say. Bladder right. Let's just see how they hold up to us. And given that I think they did kind of a fire tongue, Flame is not going to do well, and Chaz is in pain. Well, I mean, compared to what he would do with the staff, that wasn't too bad. Oh well. That'll happen sometimes. Oh, evil money. What was I even talking about? Those Demence worms are annoying, and they are kind of... Never mind what they're kind of like, I was wrong. This place has, you know, like the ground floor, essentially, so it's upper levels. It's above ground levels, if you will. Oh, I should figure out where I am, shouldn't I? Got it. I think, anyway. There's all this in and out and back and forth and around and down. It's such a huge place. At least the encounter rate outside is lower or just doesn't even happen. I hate it when the people on the FAQs and the maps pluralize Meseta. In the game it says Meseta, not Mesetas. It's a little peeve, but it's like pluralizing monies. In most situations that is incorrect. Well, now we have to make a choice. Let's go down the steps. Let's see where that leads us. Nowhere. Alright. That was easy. You know what? I'll actually show you what happens if you try and attack these guys normally, because there's only 2. And that's not so bad. You do 1 damage. Critical hit does 1 damage. She can at least hit 2 at once. You will eventually kill them because they don't have a whole lot of HP. But, that's the way the cookie cranks, as nobody but I ever says. Okay. Now stop that, Chaz. Okay, and here we are. Now we're above the entry area, or near the entry area, and being attacked yet again. These guys. I think these guys similarly generally only take 1 damage, but either that's from everything, or like they're... No, they can take damage. Okay, I'm mixing them up with something. They just suck. Maybe they only take 1 damage from magic, and that's it. Like, you can only hit them physically. They're like the opposite of those worms. Nope. I don't know. I guess they're just things, and they're kind of buttly. And I do not like their flicker. Because that might give me a migraine. Chaz getting smacked around, but the rest of the group not as much. Nothing out here. Onward we go. This place always had a high encounter rate from what I recall, so... Trimate, not that I need it that much. Yeah, the other thing to note, slight spoiler, this dungeon has a load-bearing boss. And I need to figure out where I am. Okay, now I know. So, you gotta get everything, or it's gone. Now, it's not that critical because even the unique items... The unique items get replaced later on by other stuff. But that said, they're helpful to have at this point. And got kind of lucky on that one. Alright. Am I doing... So, yeah, he's the only person that can use a helm anyway. Alright, so that's a thing I needed. By the way, what is that, like, red glowy stuff down there? Okay. Oh, hey. New friends. I shall use this upon you, because you guys have Frost in your name, and you're casting what? Even though I want to use fire-based, this should do you. There we go. Bye-bye. Hey, she got a spell. That's good. I think that's the one I wanted. Oh, gotta heal. Oh, she does have that. That's good to know. I don't even need to go over there, because my friendly neighborhood map tells me it doesn't go anywhere. Alright, and then we go here. And keep on going, keep on trucking along. So yeah, the section leading up to the Midboss is like a dungeon, or almost a dungeon and a half. xe-a-thoul. I don't know if I read it somewhere or eventually figured out that's kind of like short for genocide claw. But who wants to put that in the English version of your game? Yeah, who wants to put that in the English version of your game? So, yeah, it has a possibility to do an instant death effect on an enemy. There's a couple other weapons that do it. It also has a mate to it somewhere. I've sometimes had trouble finding it. It's also possible I'm just imagining that such a thing exists. Here we are. And, okay. Okay, then. Where are we? We're right here. Why are you going there? I'm going here. Not that I really need this, but I just want to feel complete. Do that. Oh, you jerk! That was the death spell, but done on me. That rarely works. I'm pretty sure that kanji character also means, like, death. You know, Shinu or Shine or whatever. Wow. Yeah, the second half of this place, after the mid-boss, brings you on to a further section. Very informative.
It's those rascals who stole the Eclipse Torch. They're illusions?
It's not just any illusion, there's an invisible barrier.
So that means we're having the same conversation all over again.
Yeah, you do at least get to shortcut some of this. Okay, made the right choice, because the other one is just nowhere, and yeah, it's just a dead end over there. So that's the other thing with this place. It's big, you go a long way to find out you went to a dead end, then you don't remember where you've been, where you're going. A lot of sections of this place seem kind of mirrored and all that. And it goes on and on. 8,000 bucks, not too shabby. Come to think of it, maybe I didn't want to use that so much here. Maybe I was subconsciously remembering that. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah. So, we continue on. And, my god, it's been so long going on. But, you know, I do have the battles to remove, so that's a thing. And the moments when it pauses because I'm looking at it. Fine, she can sleep. That's fine. She'll wake up when we're done. Because I'm looking at the map. Alright, and... oh, interesting. Maybe because they're blowy, they're strong against blowiness? Ha
Hath thou like blowy?
Anyway, but all yolks aside,
Okay.
on the upshot, basically done everything there is to do here. Doesn't this room look a bit ominous, doesn't it? How much you want to bet I'm going to get attacked before I can even get there? I'm going to bet that. On the off chance that I don't, here we go.
Ha 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 ha. You've come, however. Ha 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 ha. We have no use for anyone but Lutz. And we only have one use for him. Ha 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 ha. We will mutilate and kill him with these very hands.
I could be mistaken, but maybe only the third one didn't talk. Alright. So here we are. Xe-a-thoul. Your guess is as good as mine what that's supposed to mean. Let's see. And because I had it set to a thing, I don't remember much of, what? So, obviously the best strategy would be to take them out one at a time, because that's going to minimize their effectiveness on you. You focus on one guy and all that stuff, and that'll be good for you. No effect. Not surprised. Yes, that's the one I wanted. Ouch. Because the other thing is, these guys can do a pretty nasty combination attack, and since there's 3 of them, they get 3 attacks per round. So, you know, you can get some pretty bad news bears. I'm not going to do the sensible thing. I'm going to do what I did when I originally tried to fight them and take them all on at the same time. Because it's going to make it more interesting, with the exception of a couple of things. Well, first off, let's see. Let's, only got one shot at this one, and it's really good to use. I don't want to chance them not doing it right, so I'll go ahead and fire that. There we are. See, there it is. Massive damage, Thunderblurt. Alright, gotta do some issuing of commands. I will allow him to do Rayblade. And, yeah, we need some Geesar. And I think I was finding that Flare was most useful. And we're gonna need our dead person back. Unfortunately, she does that first, but that's life for you. Hopefully, well, at least they won't combo. Wow, got lucky there. Okay, let's take another Rayblade to the face. Let's see. Oh, right, she has shift. I want her to shift herself. We'll do flare over there, I think. And, yeah, can't do any more of that. That's not going to be any help, so we'll do that one. And, yeah, that's one person, so actually, we're going to change our minds here. She doesn't have enough. That's super butts. Okay, change of strategy then. I think that's where I was putting it. Doing that, and doing that. So hopefully this all works out just fine. Alright. We are back in business. Thunderblast. Really? You're gonna kill the android? That's gonna make me paranoid. It had to be done. Alright, out of Ray Blades. Let's switch to Nathu. And... she is blowing through it. This is super Buttsville. Let's see. I want Stardew. See, this is making this into a real challenge because of all this stuff. Alright, let's go for Tandle again. And let's have you use the repair kit. Ooh, right in the groin. Hey, we took one down, though. So they can no longer do their combo attack. Oh, that killed everybody. Okay. Ren recovered. No comment from you guys? Just, okay. Alright then. I mean, that's fine and all. Oh yeah, and there's, a heal point. So, we beat half of the air castle. Did it in one episode. I mean, it's gonna be a bit of a long episode. There's gonna be plenty of edits. But, that's that. Now, they give you a heal there, I guess just in case, like, you don't have any escapipes. So that way you can, warp out. Because you also can't save there. And, yeah, it won't even let you save there. So, this is Lucas. This is the base is loaded. You can go various places. Let's go to Motavia. I don't think there's any quests, but I'll check it out next time. And we'll be taking on the second half of the air castle. And getting through it. I'll see you then.